Shades of Grey, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many jokes that I'm not going to make right now. I'm just going to go over to this young lady right here.
Okay, first...
50 Shades of Pink.
Okay, first and foremost for everybody from Jersey last year, congratulations on your 1 year.
Thank you very much. Setting it for 1 year. It hasn't been easy, folks. It hasn't been easy.
And my actual question is, I don't know if either of you are familiar with the show Inside the Actor's Studio.
50 Shades of Inside the Actor's Studio.
One of the questions he asks various celebrities is, this is to both of you, what is your favorite cuss word?
Can I say that in front of kids?
Yes!
Finger bang. I'm a big fan of taint. I feel like... What was the joke? Hold on. I missed that whatever happened. I missed whatever happened also. Oh, right. Well, the reason is like, I feel like America could do for taint kind of what the English did for cunt, forgive me. But you know the utilization of that word, so I just feel like when we're angry, we should call each other taints, because it's random and original, and I apologize to anybody that should. Well, the problem is, in the Deep South where I'm from, it's also abbreviation for it ain't, so somebody said, who did it? You go, taint me, taint me. You're really putting yourself down like, taint my problem. So it doesn't really work. It's a regional problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well done. What's your favorite curse word?
I'm a big fan of just straight out fucker.
A sucker for the classics. Good for you. Well done. You.
Me and my friend Selena actually ran into you last night, so hi.
How good to see you again.
And I have a question for Matt.
Matt Cohen, question for you. Of Greg. Oh, I'm so bummed.
Did you prefer playing John Winchester or Michael
Did you prefer playing John Winchester or filmmaker
Moore?
Michael Moore? Interesting question. John Winchester was fun, but the fat suit that you wore to play Michael Moore. There was no character I've ever gotten into like Michael Moore. It really was. It was difficult. It was trying. And here's what we're gonna do. It's hard to be my Adam. All right. It's not easy.
You're Anna.
Here's my question. Okay. I need somebody, Matt. You can choose. Somebody just call it a page number. We're just gonna go with. Well, this is the funniest I've ever felt. I'd love to thank the author of 50 Shades of Grey for giving me a very easy and witty 50 Shades of Grey stand-up act. This is all right, very quiet, please. And now, from page 369 of 50 Shades of Grey, I give you a few chosen words. I felt self-conscious and embarrassed by my lack of clothing. I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage. My voice is quiet, unable to hide the anxiety in my voice. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm Mrs. Jones, Mr. Gray's housekeeper. How do you do? Would you like some breakfast, ma'am? Ma'am? Just some tea would be lovely, thank you. Do you know where Mr. Gray is? In his study. New page, call it out. 121 it is. Better be some banging in here. And all this, halfway down the page, all this, kill me. There's how many copies of 50 Shades of Grey? You're having a oh, sure. All right, here we go. And now dramatic rating of 50 Shades of Grey, page 121. Please, Christian, I whisper. What do you want, Anastasia? Tell me.
I groan again. Matt, go with me on this one. Here we go. This is your time to shine. He pulls out and moves slowly back into me. Circling his hips once more. Once more. Once more. He circled the shit out of his hips. He kept circling and circling until it was a dizzy array of circling hips. Tell me, he murmurs. You, please. He increases the rhythm infinitesimally, and his breathing becomes more erratic. This is going to be hard to pull off here. My insides start quickening. And Christian picks up rhythm. You are so sweet. He murmurs between each thrust. I want you so. You much are so sweet. You are so sweet. You are sweet. By the way, this is also how Matt got his job on the show. Thank you. 50 Shades of Dry Hump. Who's this? Well done. Brilliant. You people are all horny, dirty people. And I love you people.
Wait, here's a funny one for you.
Somebody brought the hardback.
50 Shades of Grey hardback.
That's a tad on the nose, isn't it?
Wait.
Better than 50 Shades of Grey.
And this is what? Wait, she wrote, this is fan fiction.
Okay, on what page do we get to the banging? 4? Good book. It's a good book. I recommend her book. Strongly recommend that book right there. Don't get lost in the text there, man. 50 Shades of Awkward Bulges. Where were we? You ask something quickly. Save the moment.
I was going to ask you, I heard that Netflix is looking towards bringing back Jericho, and I was wondering if you heard anything.
That is actually, I know very little, but it actually is legitimate. CBS and Netflix are in negotiations to allow Netflix to reboot the series.
Yes.
Which would be awesome. I love that show. It was a great show to be part of, and it's got a million stories to tell. So everybody involved, like all the writers, producers, are completely on board and very excited about it and are hoping that it comes to pass. Thank you.
I really can't wait for my 50 Shades of Grey reenactment to be on YouTube in 3 minutes.
I can. You. 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes, actually.
I noticed.
I'm gonna follow that up. So, for the impending zombie apocalypse,
Yes.
for both of you, who are the 3 people, dead or alive, fiction or real, would be on your survival team, and what would be your weapon of choice?
Christian, Anastasia, and Christian's penis.
I have no idea what the question was.
Yeah. Who do you want to bring back from the dead, and what weapon do you want to use?
For the zombie apocalypse!
For the zombie apocalypse. You gotta say Jensen, because it's got lips right there in the name.
Jensen. They have to be dead?
No!
Or they have already turned to zombie, I want to bring it back to a normal person? 50 Shades of Grey.
Dude, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Next question.
Yeah, next question. You're killing me. You young lady.
Come on.
What are some of your favorite memories from the set?
My favorite memories from the set. It's a clean, wholesome environment of men who enjoy working for a living. It is, you know, I'll say this, and this is not a joke. It's a super nice place to work. One of the greatest parts about doing that job was how welcoming they are to the guest stars. Because we're just coming in for 1 episode, and they're there for, you know, they've been there for years and years and weeks, and
the fact they're always so nice to the new people is really awesome, and it helps you do your best work, so it's great that they do that. And they don't have to. I mean, they're busy people, they get a lot on their mind, but they're very cool. Matt, what's your favorite experience from the set?
My favorite experience from the set is none other than just, you know, the extreme close-up of Jensen's mouth moving.
You're answering the question of a child, so
I didn't mean anything that just came out of my mouth. That it was an ideal television project to work on for a young man, respectable like myself, to learn a lot from fantastic actors. And it was 50 Shades of Awesome.
I just want to thank you both for scarring my 11-year-old sister who was trying to keep away from fan fiction.
Don't give in to fan fiction. If I can just give you just anything from this Q&A, just stay away from 50 Shades of stay away from it.
But if you do get into it, just get to the action quick. Just no chit-chat. All right, you young lady. I can hear you.
Okay, so this is a question for both of you. If you two were Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be?
I have absolutely no idea. Matthew? I don't know anything about Pokemon. What? I'd be a Spinda? Fabulous. I'd be a Spinda. What? You know what? But you gotta spin carefully because you don't want to go broke. So I'd be a very wide Spinda.
What you would have to pick my Pokemon character.
We don't. It's just we don't know the Pokemon. Do you know Pokemon?
I don't know.
No idea.
Pokemon.
Oh, you'd be Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
I'm Spinda. I'm White Spinda. He's Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
Thank you. Good question. You, young lady.
Have you guys ever pulled a prank?
Have we ever pulled a prank?
On set.
On set? You know, no. I know that's a boring answer, but it's so much all business when we're doing the show, and the schedules are so tight. And you're talking about 40, 50 crew guys there, all who want to get home to their families and not watch us goof around. That it's really, people have fun and goof around when, you know, maybe in a break. But a giant prank, I don't think that, at least when I was shooting, that never happened. Everybody was too focused on actually making this show.
Yeah, I would have to say the same. No real pranks were pulled just because we were trying to, you know, like Richard said, get this thing finished in a matter of 7 days or so, and it's a lot of filming and a lot of action, especially with the Michael episode. Jensen's lips in general just are very funny to me. Just, I don't know, you can... 50 Shades of Grey? I'm just trying to not be R-rated. Just like you. As soon as you leave that microphone, it's gonna get dirty. Earmuffs if you have them.
I forgot, Matt. We're supposed to be giving away swag.
We are supposed to be giving away swag.
It's right here. I got this for, which is the shirts. There's a charity. You buy the shirts, but we're giving them away right now. So, you know, charity.
Shirts can be purchased at www.twigear.com, TWIGEAR.com, until new. Celebrity approved cheese site.
He moved his hips around in a circle. Exiting her, then entering her, then exiting her, then entering her. What kind of charity is this?
Part of the proceeds benefit
50 Shades of Grey.
Our chosen charities is how I believe that's how it's happening. So this is the short long of it is somebody, an awesome fandom member, made these fantastic shirts, and I'm always game to wear these shirts.
She
brought some.
You're wearing one right now. This is what
these are the shirts that we're throwing out.
There's some that have me on them, there's some that have. So I don't know how Matt and I will figure out. We might throw these out at the end. We might wait until somebody comes up with a very creative question. We don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, possibly a 50 Shades of Grey joke.
That would be 50 Shades of Grey. All right.
Yeah, we actually only have one shade of gray up here, so that'll be the special cross.
Okay. Yeah, it's disappointing. You. Oh, the microphone's not working. Here, I'll come over. Because you can't hear. Here.
I have a question and a reminder for you, because we met last year in Boston. I told you that my mom loved you, and your face turned 50 shades of red. And yeah, she's behind the girls being outdoors.
Only in a supernatural convention.
There she is.
Only in a supernatural convention would somebody
Stand up
say,
for us, Mom.
my mom is behind the girl with the antlers.
There's Mom. Everybody say hi, Mom.
We love you too.
Matt rubbed his shoulders.
Oh, Matt, you rubbed your shoulders.
Yeah, I did. 50 Shades. Mom just turned 3,000 shades of purple.
The question was, at one point in the show, you had to stand in the circle of fire. Was it real fire or something pollutive?
The fire is, they do it in pieces, so the actual full ring, I was never standing in a ring, but they had a bar that had, it was pumped by gas and had fire, so they were doing a close-up or whatever, they could sort of shoot and get little flames flickering in it, so they'd have a bar in front of the camera to give that angle, and they'd also use that to give that sort of, the fume, the flame look, and the diffusion of the light. But I never actually had to stand in the circle of fire, which made me very happy. I have a no standing in circles of fire rule.
One thing in his contract.
Yeah, I'll do anything.
And he's lost numerous jobs because of it.
Well, the show Circle of Fire, for example.
Right. The Circle of Fire would not commit to Richard's Circle of Fire clause,
No.
so he lost that role.
It's weird. All right, you, young lady.
Hi. So at these conventions, you get a lot of very diverse, interesting people. And with this very diverse, interesting crowd, you probably get a lot of crazy things that happen. So I was wondering, what is one of the craziest things you've seen at one of these conventions?
Okay, one of the first conventions I attended, and I may have been Jersey, I don't remember. A woman passed out cold at the cocktail party. Anybody else remember this? And she passed out cold. They had to bring in the paramedics, and it was not because she was near me and I'm awesome. It was she had been up for 24 hours and she had landed. She was on a jet lag from Australia and was super excited to be here. Was running around and trying to do it all and see it all because it's Disneyland at these things. And she petered out and passed out, and that was fairly dramatic. And by the way, do you remember this one? I'll remind you. No, this is the one. This is the one where we were backstage listening to Jason Manns play a show.
Nashville.
In Nashville, okay. And Jason, great musician, super, but he's mellow, quiet, doing, hey y'all, how's it going? He's talking, he's doing a show, and then he's playing a song, and he goes, hey, is there a doctor in the house? And I thought like he's just doing a shtick, like we're like, who here read 50 Shades of Grey? And he's like, no, seriously, is there a doctor in the house? This woman just went unconscious. Like everybody thought it was a part of the bit. Like he's like, hey, I see you laying down on the floor. Are you gonna die? Around the marble arch. Can I get the doctor to the stage? We're just sitting back here like, he's really good, man. It's a great song. The Doctor in the House is a great song, man. I love a doctor in the house.
This must be written from real experience.
In the house?
You felt every minute of it.
Is there a doctor? I need a doctor. This woman's dying in the house.
True story.
True story.
And as far as me, the weirdest thing
Salad has boobs?
No, it's
It's hard to hear without the microphone.
You're right, salad.
reenactment of 50 Shades of Grey is now on YouTube.
There it is.
Where's my, yeah, sure, I should have brought
Guys, go see me on YouTube, dry humping a stage. The weirdest thing that's ever happened at a convention, I would have to absolutely say Richard Speight's narration, My Air Hump, that just occurred moments ago.
That's pretty high up there. Pretty high up there.
Seriously, like I mean, I was.
By the way, let me tell you something. I could have done that for the entire Q&A. I was very happy to read that for the entire time.
So wait, another question, and this might be completely irrelevant, but so what are the followers, like, you got your Twihards and the Supernatural fan, like, what are the followers of 50 Shades of Grey called? Is there a name?
God-fearing Americans.
I don't know if they were called Greyhards or something. I don't know.
No, but they might be now. You have to physically walk over and give the microphone because that microphone's not working, so you have to go be the microphone.
I'm going, how old are you? 12 on this answer, just so you know.
Keep it clean, people. Yes, I'm looking at you. Keep it clean.
Ooh.
Oh, it does work.
That mic works?
It's just really low, you gotta wrap your own mouth around it.
Boy. What page of 50 Shades of Grey is that one from? Again with the children, Matthew.
Hey.
12. Not page 12 of 50 Shades of Grey. Page 12.
Don't listen to that, these sick people. This is a conversation between me and you. Nobody else is here right
Just a conversation between a man and a little girl. Grow up, Matthew. Grow up.
If this is your dad here,
Boy, I hope so.
go ahead. Richard's done being inappropriate now.
I wanted to know if you could do your Jensen and Jared impressions.
Before you do that,
I can, and oh god. Somebody put a giant set here and then tell me this shirt is for you. Not only because I love you and your question,
it's hush money for the courts. If you accept this shirt, you may not sue Creation or any of the subsidiaries.
it's in your hands now. Alright, where's the video? Here it is. I'm over here.
Oh, it's gonna be on the big screen. Oh, this is great.
There he is.
Holy smokes.
Is that the imitation of their left ear? Let's do it. Come on.
So we kind of already done it earlier, but you know, like my typical Jensen is the pouty face. Jensen. Wait, that wasn't even good. It's a little more Batman-y than that. So it's like if Jensen was Batman, which he voices Batman, but he would definitely be like, I'm trying to speak here. Huh? What'd you say? I'm not even listening anyways. I'm kidding, I'm sorry. It's done, it's done, it's done. Look, this is Jensen, ready? This is Jared, right?
No, it's so true, because both those guys have no stamina. No stamina. And they're battery operated, so it's really a perfect visual. Well done, thank you, young lady. You, save us.
Richard, this one's for you. In lieu of the Avengers coming out, who would win in a trickster off? Tom Hiddleston's Loki or you?
Me.
You're an angel.
And how exactly would you beat Tom Hiddleston's Loki then?
By being better. Pretty simple. You. Hold on. We're having mic issues with that microphone.
First of all, I want to say thank you for karaoke. It was awesome.
You're welcome.
And this question is for both of you. What's your favorite pickup line, and can you practice them on each other?
What's your favorite pickup line?
Are you from Tennessee?
Are you from Tennessee? Oh, that's good. That's clever.
Hey, I have one. So you're at the bar up there. Okay.
Oh, stop.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Hey.
Hey. Are you in Smallville?
Yes. Do you have any raisins?
Why do you ask?
How about a date? I'm taking her home tonight.
joke because I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, so we can make fun of our own. Because I love Southerners, I am a Southerner, so we have Southerners can make fun of the Southerners. Our joke pickup line, how do you pick up on a girl from Tennessee? Hey, nice tooth. All right, that was you with the pickup line. What's your favorite pickup line, Miss Thang? 50 Shades of Shorts? Get over there, Matt. Stick that thing in her face and get an answer. Oh heavens. What? What?
Are you ever trying to do with only 10?
No, she fed you that. Not good. Get up here, on stage. Now. Sit. You're in trouble. What's your name?
Marlena?
Marlena? Alright. Who has a good pickup line? I want a guy to come up here. Any guys? Wives, feed your fellas. Is there anybody who has a good line up here? Yes? No? Maybe? You got one?
Are there any men here?
We can do chicks. I'm fine with that. Come on. Come up here, dude.
Slow, you can go slow.
We already did our thing, man. If you jumped on that earlier, we both would have been hitting on you. Alright. Matthew, we're going to turn over our microphones to these people. We are now going to witness, what's your name, bud? James is now going to pull out his A-list moves. So, listen, this is just like a real bar, just like a real room, where you're hitting on a real girl who wants to be hit on. It's just there's 800 people watching you.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Does this rack smell like chloroform to you?
So fantastic, and it's going to be so easy to identify him in the lineup because this is on YouTube. And there you go. This is great. That's great, dude. That's really funny.
Oh, that's good. That was good.
Okay, I don't know if I'm going to follow up that, but...
You're going to.
I was going to come up here with a serious question, but the 50 Shades of Grey thing completely derailed me, so I'm just
Yeah,
going to...
it does that to the ladies. Or so I've read.
It's known for
If there
derailing.
were a supernatural cast edition of Magic Mike,
Magic Mike's that kids show, right? For the children with the magician.
what would your stage names be?
Well, see, this goes back to a conversation I've had before. I know that, like, for starters, for anybody, if I was going to do the Magic Mike thing, I would probably go to my gamer name, which Rob Benedict and I created when we were doing our GameSpot Comic-Con coverage. So I would be Danger Bottom. For obvious reasons.
Right. And because my last name's Cohen and I am Jewish, just to go with his danger bottom, I would like to call myself the Hebrew Hammer.
I like that. That's very good. What would your stripper name be? Or excuse me, what is your stripper name? That's a compliment, people.
I don't know, why don't you think of one for me?
It's your...
Oh,
Well, that puts me in a potential litigious situation. What do you think?
T-shirt.
The t-shirt's nice, I know.
No, give her a t-shirt.
She's wearing a t-shirt.
What? Oh, I got it. What's your name?
Vicky.
Nikki
Blackburn.
Blackburn?
You have a stripper name already. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to the main stage, Nikki Blackburn.
No, wait, I got it. It says it right on your shirt.
Mystery Spot.
Nikki, the mystery spot, Blackburn.
Nikki Blackburn is kind of a stripper name, right?
Nikki Blackburn. I mean, that was like the game that you grew up on Blackburn Street, and was the whole.
Yeah, well, yeah. You guys know how to make your porno name?
Yeah.
Well, people do it various ways, but we always did it. The pet, your first pet, and your street you grew up on.
It's that, when you do that, it's Misty Shadywood.
Misty Shadywood? I don't know what you do for a living, but quit and go into the field.
You do not have a non-sexual name.
Do you want to know what mine would be?
What?
It's actually pretty funny. My first dog's name was Skippy. My street was Spring Street, so Skippy Springs. I'm like a real bouncy type of porn star, like everywhere I go. Welcome, hi, I'm Skippy Springs.
There's a fetish for that, I'm sure.
What would yours be?
Cuddles Saxon. Which, by the way, is pretty good.
A cigar-smoking, leather-bound book porn star.
But I did this, we did this, you know, you do this with a bunch of guys, and we were doing it in the van, Vander Brothers, talking about our partners. And Jimmy and Eddie, we were all doing it, Jim and Eddie goes, well, that's not fair, my stripper name would be Bowser 134th Street.
Yeah, it can't be.
Not very sexy. Not very sexy. All right, you. Over here.
Do you surf naked?
Pretty, maybe.
50 Shades of I don't know what to say to that.
Okay, speaking of Magic Mike, I would like to talk about Speight's physicality. Speaking as one...
Me too.
Speight's physicality, all right?
Speaking as one extremely short, vertically challenged person to another.
I get that a lot in this group.
How do you cope with the real world? Because I'm having trouble.
Platform boots. And step ladders. How tall are you?
I'm 4'11" and a quarter.
Baby, we're not in the same category. And you're wearing army boots. Yeah, I think I could probably
She's got a good...
I can get one of the dishes out of the top shelf. But yes, I can see where it'd be a bit of a problem. And in the supernatural world, I am screwed. I think Rob Benedict and I are the same height, and we are by far, like, well, how tall are you? We figure this out, you're 5'10", 5'11"? So then you're the next step up. Like the closest, Rob and I are 5'8", and then you go to 5'11", and then you go to infinity with those giant boots.
Everybody else is like 3 feet taller.
You'll be standing on an apple box. You'll be standing on, that's what they do, like they stand you up on what's called apple boxes, these just wooden crates to make you...
Because in rehearsal, when we're rehearsing, before they get the apple boxes out, of course we go up to our scene, and it's, you know, my scene and Jared, and I'm like, oh, Mr. You know, John Winchester in the house, and I'm like, you know you're my son. I don't know where you got all this height from, Dave. Making me feel awkward.
You guys have seen me do this, which is my first line up a shot with those guys. We're gonna do it again. Where are you going?
Can never see what enough.
So this was I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do it brief though.
Come on, you're right there.
This is the scene where I'm walking up the stairs with Jared and Jensen in Tall Tales, and we have to stop at the landing and have a conversation. So we're walking up the stairs, and I'm kind of leading them up the stairs, and I stop, and they kind of, and we turn, and we have a conversation. So we're lining it up, and the camera guy, Brad, is like, okay, they got Jared's there, Jensen's there, Rich, get in the shot. And I go, I am in the shot. I'm right here, dude. Like, okay, well, we can't see you, we're framed for the boys, so can you get an apple box, Rich? They're like, fine, here goes the apple box. I'm like, okay, good. We're good now. So anyway, I was like, what? What's the problem? And then like I was really stacked on like a Jenga game by the end of the thing. And
they're like, bring in the crane, put a harness on this guy. We gotta get him in the shot.
We're gonna kill these guys
hanging in the back. And like, hey.
But it's not even like I accept the fact that I'm 5'8". Like I've been 5'8" for a long time. I'm comfortable being 5'8". I'm not the problem. Jared is the problem. Agreed. Yes. You'll do fine. Just carry a stepladder. Thank you very much. This young lady over there.
Hi. I've been worried that my question was kind of silly, but
good opener.
Do either of you have like a silly talent or special talent? I mean, other than acting.
May I brag a little bit? He can spin his hips around and around. Just like Matt. I believe page 121 says it all about Matt's talent. you have any crazy talents?
Yes, I can. I can spin my.
That's not a hidden talent. That's the most public talent the man has.
I have.
You got anything?
Quality on stage, 50 Shades of Grey, interpretation, thrusting power.
That is a very good talent.
Thank you.
And what about you?
You know, I can throw a kumquat pretty high and catch it in my mouth. Next question.
50 Shades of Grey style.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. I mean, you know, you got a kumquat tree. You got to figure out what to do with them. That's my thing.
We have
one more from over there.
10 more minutes left.
I know, and it's a crushing blow. I know.
All right, this is what we got. We got rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire. We're gonna do rapid fire questions. Everybody say it quickly. And with Matt, I'm gonna get on this side.
It's gonna start right now after I do this.
Oh, coming, dude. Go to there, and you're gonna do all the questions.
Do this. It's our anniversary.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ready?
He doesn't write, he doesn't call, but he's got to have goldfish.
Not many.
Go. None. That's too hard. By the way, Matt's quoting from page 154. Well done.
We did that last year. I don't know.
Here we go. Rapid fire. Here we go. Rapid fire. Boom.
Yes.
I apologize for trying to put dollar bills in your pants last night. It was inappropriate. I realized you're not stupid.
50 Shades of Grey. Thank you.
My daughter wants to know whether you guys like robot dinosaurs or sharks.
Sharkosaurus. Wait here.
I like
Matt,
both.
answer quickly. Go. Go.
What was it like being a giant creeper in your on your dive video?
Sexy. Next question. I love that.
I recovered back as a cocker rub.
Are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Once you cut the rub,
With Minta and Gabby.
are you gonna do a cock rub with Misha and Gaby?
Yes.
Yes. What was the question? I'm fascinated by this. I need a moment. What is that?
He's coming back on Cowgirl Up.
Yes,
Are you
I will be
Cowgirl Up?
filming a second season of Cowgirl Up this October with my female cross-gender dressing role. Yes, and go. And go.
Hi, how are you today?
Fantastic.
Great.
You're missing your moment.
Make it happen.
When you guys are told you guys are gonna have to play angels instead of your regular roles, how do you guys feel?
I shit myself. Awesome.
If you were to write a fanfiction, what would you write it about?
Read it about? Matt banging one of those chairs. 50 Shades of Richard. Oh, great. This is a child. You.
What's your favorite character?
My favorite character? Mark Pellegrino is Lucifer. I think he's a genius. Who's your favorite character?
Bobby.
Bobby's great. Bobby's here. That's great. You, Matt.
I'm a big fan of the Trickster, personally.
Oh, you son.
If you could have a movie about your life and you could not play yourself, who would you want to play?
Roger Rabbit. Gumby. All right.
Knowing that you guys are so fantastic together, I know you guys are gonna get like a reality TV show or something. What would you want it to be about?
50 Shades of Grey. Yep, that's pretty much right.
I just want to say you guys look 50 shades of hot today. That's all.
You need 50 Shades of glasses. Here we go.
I got $10 for cuddles. Can you sing the first line of Paint It Black?
No! I know. Look, we're running out of time. It was the quick thing. Otherwise I would have.
How long has Gabriel been the trickster for? Like, how long has he been hiding out on Earth?
My theory is a long time. Anybody have an idea? 400 years. There we go. 400 years. Next question.
If you had free reign to write any episode of Supernatural, what would you have happen?
Full-on musical episode starring us two. Jared and Jason have no lines.
Right. Actors that inspire me. Gary Oldman, Steve Martin. You.
Gary Oldman, Edward Norton.
All right.
Have you heard back from the director of Rune Lords?
I have. I've had meetings with executive producers of Rune Lords. There is progress being made. We're hoping to start shooting next year. I didn't officially get the role yet, but it's awesome and I love it. Thank you guys so much.
Trickster or Gabriel?
Do I prefer playing? Trickster. But actually I like playing them both, so it's a hard question to answer. You. Go.
If you could play any Disney princess, who would you play?
Ariel. Little Mermaid. Yeah. You can't play Ariel. I'm Ariel.
the last question in my line. No pressure, it better be awesome.
Can I have a t-shirt, please?
What's your question?
Playing at Rated 50 Shades of Grey, what was the oddest thing you've been asked to do?
Say it again?
Outside of Rated 50 Shades of Grey, what's the oddest thing you've been asked to do?
I saw a girl on the street one time, this is true, and she said, oh my gosh, you're Richard. I said, yes I am. She goes, may I get a picture with you? I said, yes, in the picture. She said, would you wear this horse head? And I said, no. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, way to the back, head to the back. And real fast, guys, don't forget to go to the further, going further, going further, going further. Hey, ho! Twy gear.